Yo, 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 what up to my television bitches? Welcome to another exciting episode of the Jerry Springer Show. Today on my set, we have two very special guests with us today. Presidential candidates Hilary Clinton and Donald Trump. Well, Donald Trump has brought Hillary to our show to put her on the spot regarding her email scandal. And quite possibly some other things that are shocking secrets and we haven't yet heard about. Mr. Trump, why have you joined us in the studio today?
Well, Jerry, there's so much I want to say, and America wants me to shut up. But let me tell you something. I will not stay silent. America, stop trying to shut me up. Everybody needs to know who the real Hilary Clinton is.
Mr. Trump, Mrs. Clinton claims that you're the problem with society and that you're nothing but a rich racist and you're running for president purely to stroke your own ego, and if by some chance you actually get elected, you're gonna destroy our country.
That's not true. She can't be any more wrong. I may have some stiff competition, but it won't be hard for me to win this election. Now, America's all about the D, and Hillary knows nothing about the D.
There's a lot of innuendos here in studio today.
Mr. Trump, is that thing self-sustaining?
Hey,
or do you have to, does your ego feed it,
He's
maybe?
the Lion King.
I don't know.
What do you have to say about this, Hillary?
I deny all of his claims. Realistically, I know the country is not all about the D. I know I'm certainly not.
Don't you know that's about the Donald? And the other thing?
You want to maybe elaborate on what those other things and secrets are, Mr. Trump? I myself would like to hear a little bit more about what's going on and what you've dug up.
Well, you see, Jerry, when a man buys a woman, he takes her to Puerto Rico, and then he marries her. But you see, Puerto Rico is part of America, so then she becomes a legal citizen. Now, that's what I call love. Just taking a foreigner and making her a legal citizen.
If you flip over your wife, does her tramp stamp say made in America?
No,
I didn't think so.
How do you know she has a tramp stamp?
Yeah, how do you know, Mrs. Clinton? That is a good question. I'm dying to know. Mr. Trump, would you care to expose some of those secrets today on my show? Because I think America wants to hear what you have to say.
I thought you never asked. Now, Hillary is a closet freak, a pothead.
Quite possibly, she may even be a lesbian.
That's true. That is so true.
But what do you have, though? Do you have evidence? Do you have pictures, photographs, any kind of surveillance, anything that you can bring to our show today to prove that what you're saying is true about Mrs. Clinton?
Well, like I said before, I have pictures of her wearing nipple clamps and single-handedly loading and huffing on the biggest bong I've ever seen. Well, what is
I don't
that?
know what,
Are those the
Hillary.
nipple clamps I talked about?
Hillary, would you care to explain this? Nipple clamps and possibly a bong?
that's not a bong. That's a breathing treatment that I have to do every
Hillary, clearly
day.
not in charge of the situation.
Yeah, that's funny. I didn't know you had asthma, but okay then.
Yeah. And you know what? What is he even talking about? I mean, I brought these in case you left your lights on, Jerry.
Well, as a matter of fact, I did leave my headlights on in the parking lot when I came in today, so those actually are going to come in handy later on. But right now, I kind of want to focus on what's going on here on my show. I've got evidence right here in front of me. And what did you have for pictures, by the way, Donald?
Anyways, everything she said is not true. I have email that shows top evidence. And speaking of email evidence, would you care to explain the electronic evidence that came from your unsecured phone? And I don't mean the Benghazi situation. I mean the emails you sent to Monica as well as the backdoor.com. You sent an email from your phone asking for a midget stripper with jumper cables. And you also said that she should be 420 and to bring a bottle of stain remover, Doritos, and diapers.
Oh, wow, looks like the cat's out of the bag.
You have no proof of these You're just making all of this up at this point.
How about these pics? This one's of you snorting a line from the resolution desk in the Oval Office, and this looks undoctored. Not to mention, it looks like you, and I suppose you'll deny the role playing as Wonder Woman with that lasso. Your lasso of lies, Hillary?
That, oh, God.
Hillary, is that a Wonder Woman tiara that just fell out?
No!
I told you. I told you.
Wait, that's a bag of Coke on the floor there,
No,
isn't it?
no, I have nothing of the sort. I have my daughter's Halloween costume, and I have to make cookies some point today.
Now, what I'm going to do on the Jerry Springer Show for this next segment is I decided to take our camera crew out on the street and do a question and answer session, kind of a survey of people just walking. You want a lighter for that? People walking up and down the sidewalk, and we just decided to ask them what they thought about the presidential candidates and who should be elected to office.
Ask you, Mason. How do you feel about having a LGBT president?
What does that mean?
Means lesbian, gay, bisexual, and transgender.
That shit's gay. Gay as hell.
Alrighty. Well, you think a president with terrible spending habits be bad for our country? Someone such as Donald Trump, who spends ridiculous amounts of money on random stuff.
It's probably not a good idea.
Of course it would be bad for our country. Like, where would he put all his money? Like, he has so much money. Like, if he's just selfish with his money, like, we won't have money for us.
Hell yeah. Everybody's broke, basically. So why do we need the president to make us even more broke? I went to the strip club last week, and I was mad as hell because they took so much taxes out my check. I couldn't really throw but like $7. But I took a couple back with my foot when she wasn't looking and shit.
There's been rumors that Donald Trump wants a stripper pole in the Oval Office. What are your thoughts on that?
It's dope.
It's dope.
Maybe not the Oval Office. Maybe another room.
That's irrelevant to society.
He should get two of them shits. He should get two.
Well, it all depends on who's actually doing the spinning on the pole. Are we talking his former wife, Ivana, or the current hot Russian broad that he's with now?
How should the new president deal with ISIS?
I had class with ISIS last semester. She's cool as hell.
The militant group.
I think that we should, kind of stay neutral, but like keep our guard up, help out the other countries and everything that's already in there, like Paris and stuff.
Hire some gang members to go over there and just like fight.
I think he or she, whoever becomes president, should get a bunch of angry midgets, send them over there to Syria, and just have them start chopping off their kneecaps.
Photos of Hilary Clinton smoking weed have surfaced. Do you think we should legalize weed as a country?
Hell yeah.
Yeah?
Honestly, I think we should.
The sales of Doritos and tuna fish sandwiches will go up astronomically.
I don't see no one ODing on marijuana, so I mean, sure, I guess probably less crime.
Yo, I'm gonna keep it so real with you. I'm not snitching on nobody, but she copped that tray 5 from my boy the other day. I saw her. She pulled up. Keep it legal. Legalize it. Why not?
We're live in the streets for Jerry Springer. That's it.
Seems as if we're out of time, but it seems as if we have a bit of a crisis going on back here. Donald Trump has really done his homework, and Hillary is really sweating bullets over here. But I am glad about one thing. I did leave the headlights on in my car in the parking lot on the way in today, and I kind of killed my battery. So I am glad that Hillary did bring the nipple clamps with her today. So I'd like to say my final thought yourselves and each other.
Stick up, Simba. Good stuff. Hey, calm down, Simba. Calm down. I'm scarred. You made Simba cry. Hillary, you made Simba cry.